Good morning, students. Welcome back to e-learning class of Social Science of Standard 7th. Today we are going to start with chapter number 17 and the name of the chapter is Gender Discrimination. Part 1. So let us start from page number 106. Students, do you know what you mean by gender discrimination? Now, gender discrimination, it describes as a situation in which people they are treated differently because they are male or female. So the awareness is made in this matter from last 2 decades, and even the government is also taking uh, necessary steps or various schemes or efforts to ensure that there is no discrimination among the gender. Our country is a country of diversity. Girls and boys, they are treated equally and they have been given equal right in the field of education. But because of some traditional belief today also prevailing in the country, girls they found difficulty in achieving the right to education. Now, due to this prevailing discrimination, it has a social effect in the long run, and still some evil customs they are still prevailing in the society. And this discrimination is one of the reason why child marriage it still takes place in the some places. Now, as a result of child marriages, most women are not able to get higher education, and their development stopped, and it has a harmful effect on women's health. So many such problems they can be solved if gender discrimination is eliminated, if it is removed. Now students, you might be aware that sometimes the man they are paid more wages compared to women for the same kind of work. So this is again a kind of discrimination among man and woman, and it is a crime. Now in modern times, women they are found in all the fields, that is they are like doctors, engineers, then lawyers, pilots, etc. Students, you might be aware that gender difference it is mostly seen in villages, that is although primary education it is provided by the government, but parents they are found reluctant in providing the higher educations to their daughters. And the higher education it becomes easier for daughters only due to the government assistance. Now we are going to learn about the upbringing of boys and girls according to the Indian beliefs. Now in the year 2001 census, there is a large difference between boys and girls between the age group of 0 to 6 years. Inequality in the number of boys and girls it has increased because of the female foeticide. Here foeticide means abortion. So the government they have enacted an anti-foeticide law and made it a legal crime to test the gender of a baby in the womb. It means many women are checking whether they are going to have baby boy or baby girl, and so it is considered as a crime. According to Indian belief, that son was given importance in order to carry out their legacy in the family. And the participation of women it has made a huge impact on this belief in the last decades. Now students, you might have noticed or you have participated in various events in your school. So now this activity of boys and girls in the school program is given below, and you have to do it on your own. Few examples I am going to give you here, that is activity done only by girls, that is cleaning, stage decoration, welcome the guest, and few activities which are done by the boys, that is sitting arrangement, stage arrangement, and the arrangement of tea snacks for guest, and remaining few examples you will write on your own. There are number of misconceptions prevalent in our country regarding the gender discrimination, and there are many differences found in the upbringing of the boys and girls in the society. In our society, girls are not allowed to carry out their primary education also, and the government they are making efforts, continuous efforts are made by the government so that the girls can complete their primary education. You know students, in every law of RTE, that is right to education, every child they has a right to education, and it is our fundamental right. Let's move to page number 107. So with the government's continuous efforts, number of girls are working in the army and as a police. For the last few decades, you might have noticed that women, they are working in various sectors. Women also join the space sector in today's time. And the government, they are constantly working for the protection and safety of the girls. Now we are going to learn about the inequality in household work. Now you people might have noticed there is discrimination between boys and girls in simple matters also, and this turns into problem later on. So let us see few examples. So students, you might have noticed that boys are always given preference while learning vehicles compared to girls, but girls are not allowed to do so. Same way, in the similar way, you can notice household work always preference is given to the girls, that they should work first compared to boys. Cleanliness of the house, etc., everything is done by the girls comparatively to boys. They are not allowed to work more as compared to girls. We may see such kind of discrimination at home and at schools and at other public places also. You might have noticed this kind of gender discrimination. So let us discuss some of these things, and this you will do on your own. Activities of the girls in the house and activities of the boys in the house. Few examples I'm going to tell you about the activities done by the girls at home. That is, they are cleaning the house, helping their mothers in kitchen, washing clothes, washing vessels, etc. Activities of boys in the house, that is, they are arranging the beds for sleeping, they are bringing items from the market, etc. They are cleaning the furniture and arranging them. So these are the few activities which are done by both of them, and remaining activities you will write down on your own. Now students, we are going to learn about the women empowerment. First of all, what do you mean by women empowerment? Yes, children, it means that we are raising the status of women in the society by educating them, by giving training to them, by seeking their opinion, etc. So like this, we are giving importance to the woman in the society. That is a woman empowerment. Students, you know that the task of making a house into the home is possible only by women. You know, women, they are always responsible for taking care of their children, and along with that they are carrying their professional duties also very perfectly. In addition to her duties at home, she also participating in the management of the financial responsibilities also, and she has her own identity in the society. Women, they are taking participation in various fields like sports, then in politics, and in entertainment, or in industries, you can say science and research, etc. So women, they are moving forward in different fields, and they find difficulty in the field like defense. So many women in our country, they have achieved their extraordinary feat. Let's continue from page number 108. So the government is making number of programs and plannings for women empowerment. They are providing assistance or help for animal husbandry, industries, and for other ventures. Now under Startup India and Make in India, there are many schemes that are implemented for the women empowerment. Women are there given financial support to start up their own industries also. Many organizations, they are also supporting, or they are supporting for the upbringing of the women empowerment. Government schemes also, they are and public bodies, they are also helping women to become self independent. And special schemes and arrangements for girls have also been implemented in the field of education by the government. Now students, we are going to learn that women in various fields. Now students, you might be aware of this politician. Her name is Pratibha Singh Patil. Now she has got the honor of becoming the first woman president in the country, and such honorable position was adorned to this woman, leader of Rajasthan. Now she is remembered for her simplicity and natural lifestyle. Students, you might have seen the photo of this lady, that is, she is Indira Gandhi, and she is remembered as the first woman Prime Minister of our country. Now, in the year 1971, she achieved a glorious victory against Pakistan, which is recorded in the history of the country, and she is known around the world as an Iron Lady. Students, this is the image of Sushma Swaraj. We recognize Sushma Swaraj as the first woman foreign minister of the country, and this woman, who spent many years in politics, was proud to be the youngest cabinet minister in the Haryana state government. So students, with this we have completed our part 1. I hope each and everything is very clear to you. In the next session, we are going to continue with part 2. Thank you.